India's federal government has announced new plans to deal with the surge in coronavirus infections in Delhi and a shortage of hospital beds as the country struggles to contain its Covid-19 infection rate. India's total number of confirmed cases now puts it fourth in the world in the pandemic, with 12,000 new cases registered in a single day on Saturday. Rajid Ahmad reports.
This is the coronavirus intensive care unit in Delhi at one of India's top private hospitals. But beds and treatment like this is expensive and hard to come by as the number of Covid-19 cases climb. The shortage of beds has become so acute, patients have told stories of going from hospital to hospital in search of treatment. Now, in an attempt to deal with the crisis, India's Home Minister says 500 railway coaches will be converted to create 8,000 beds for Covid-19 patients in Delhi, and has promised a rapid increase in testing too. India has been converting train carriages into isolation wards since April, but doctors say a failure to test adequately has been one of the reasons behind the surge in cases.
I think the one thing which our government is underestimating from the beginning is the increased testing, because we have to stop the chain of transmission.
On Friday, the Supreme Court criticised Delhi and 3 other states, saying Covid-19 patients were being treated worse than animals. But Delhi's Chief Minister has largely defended his state's handling of the pandemic.
We've been making a note and trying to identify the problems in the system and to rectify them so that more people don't suffer in the coming days. But we aren't perfect. Not everything is all right. There is a lot lacking in our system, but at the same time, not everything is broken either.
The situation has been further complicated by India's easing of its lockdown after restrictions began to take a huge economic toll on the country. Some businesses, markets and places of worship have been allowed to open back up, but the move has been criticised for being too soon and too fast.
I think this is not the right time to open up the economy. The government must first control the coronavirus, because coronavirus is a deadly disease. People's life has much more importance than any other factors, and the government must take care of people's life first.
Delhi is the 3rd worst affected state in India, and the Chief Minister says the number of infections in the city could be more than 500,000 by the end of July. So it's a race against the clock now to get the pandemic under control. Rajid Ahmad, BBC News.